Hi, welcome to episode 2 of Gin and Talking, which we are recording just 2 days after the first recording because you'll be busy this week. So, welcome to Gin and Talking with Nitin Gupta and
नितिशा लाकड़ा
yes, that's our names for your reference.
और क्या ही हो सकता था.
I don't know what if they are like, oh, these are their personas online, whatever.
Yeah, and we chose Nitin and Nitisha as our
that is true.
persona.
Hey, your name is good, okay? So is
Yes.
my name.
Yeah, I have to say your name is good because
I-
half of my name.
That was not any marriage reference. That was NITI in both our names.
I think they understood.
I don't think they did. They were just like, that is so cute.
There's nothing cute.
Yeah. So, anyways, what were we going to talk about? We had for the first time we were like, okay, we'll write down topics.
First time in 2 times.
First time in 2 times. Yes, 50% success rate of this new strategy. See, I'm fucking brilliant maths person.
I was the oh yeah no.
No, but last podcast itself, math fail had happened of mine.
I don't remember.
Oh,
I
wow.
automatically
You
forgot.
just
the
deleted
last.
from your memory
Yeah, like erase
whatever
it.
was the conversation. Good.
As we can see your feet. We have to censor this.
Oh,
no free feet.
No free feet pics.
No, there's no only feet stuff here. We need
Pay
money. Yes.
Pay money. Patreon. Subscribe to our Patreon
For
feet
feet
pics.
content. Yes.
FC. Yeah, fan club feed content. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
did we just discover something crazy?
No. We just found out that we could do the things.
I think I've known for a very long time. It's just that my feet were not well moisturized at one point of time. Now they are. Now they're very well moisturized.
Some people like dry, crusty, dusty feet.
Oh no. Does that crowd pay more? I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure they do.
I don't think so. I think they would pay more for moisturized feet. Or maybe that's just my
No.
elitism talking.
No, because see, the illusion is people think that everything should be nice and like people have disgusting fetish, right? So
2 girls, 1 cup.
you haven't watched it.
I don't want to also. I have very carefully navigated my life to not have to watch it.
A lot of people haven't.
Yeah, which
I
is
think
great
all
for
of my
them.
friends haven't watched it.
Wow.
I'm the only vile person who
Wow.
has watched it.
That explains the psychological issues.
And you have more of them without even having to watch it.
No, because those things happen to me. No, actually.
It's
they
what
didn't.
could happen to you.
No, I meant something else,
You
but
had
like, we'll not get
lived
into it.
experience. You
No,
don't
no,
even
no.
need to watch it.
No. We are not gonna get into that.
Anywho,
Moving
from
on.
the topic of poop.
Yes. Oh no. We need to censor the word poop. Fuck you
Doo-doo.
can say. But yes. We need to move on from doo-doo.
Yes.
Yes, we have done the doo-doo all over this podcast episode. Literally started with doo-doo. We started with our names, then went to feet, then went to poop.
I think our
I think
names
our
was
brains
doo-doo.
just oh yeah. This explains our names are doo-doo.
Yes.
They belong on feet and then they go to doo-doo. No. Anyways, the first topic that we actually had written, and we have document in front of us. Okay, we are very well prepared entertainers.
We just have points.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's because we are improvisers. We can think of things on the fly. We are amazing intellectuals.
Imagine after that we're like,
that will happen for sure because that happened last time also.
Yes.
Hopefully this will be better. We hope. So the first thing we had was love languages. We want to talk about it because I was looking into it and it turns out it isn't even a real thing. Like there's no studies, this just one random man just wrote some things. He was like, oh, this is how it should be. No studies, no actual correlation, and just wrote it away like, yeah, you're one of these.
Isn't it like most of internet and those articles?
Yeah, but this happened before internet, I think.
Oh,
I think.
interesting.
Don't
What do you mean, I
fact check.
think?
Fact check me. I don't know. I'm not sure.
So what did you find out?
Yes, I found out this only. That's it. That's end of my research. That's
You read one line.
yes.
And you're like, done, band kar do.
Yes, exactly. That's it.
Amazing.
I went to Wikipedia. I read intro. That's it. I was done. But we can look it up now, right? Love languages. Origin.
Mhm.
The first article is the not so loving origins of love languages. In 1992, so we had internet then.
Did
Yeah.
people use it?
I mean, oh no, did they? When was internet? That's a better question. When was internet? Just when was internet? When was internet? Yesterday? It was, yes. Yes, internet was yesterday. Internet was established in 1969.
Damn, 69.
That's why there's so much porn there.
Mm-hmm.
It's 90. That's why 19-year-olds are in porn.
Why do you know that?
I don't know. I'm sure they must be. Like I'm sure there are a lot of underage people also
Obviously
masquerading as people who are old enough. Yeah, that's scary.
Let's skip that.
Let's skip that. We were on love languages.
Yes.
So what the fuck? One article says 1969. One article says 1983.
No, I'm pretty sure it was invented.
When was internet
it?
released to the public? 1993. It
So
was
a
released to
year
public.
before that.
A year before the internet, there was love languages.
Just appeared
Just
somewhere.
appears. Yeah, but this is what it says. Where is the
What is love language?
what is we know?
What is it?
Words of affirmation,
Mm-hmm.
acts of service. Okay, words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, physical touch, right? And the way it's described here is words of affirmation is your tacos are delicious. Acts of service. Acts of service, I made you tacos. Receiving gifts, here's a taco. Quality time, let's go out for tacos together. Physical touch, let me hold you like a taco.
Why did I think? Let me put a taco in you.
Oh no.
My mind was like, what will the physical aspect of taco? What would they do?
Yeah,
Why
then
don't-
me like, let me see, let me touch your taco. Oh, but taco is actually used as a synonym for coochie. Yes. You did not know that?
No.
Yeah, taco the emoji is used as like a synonym for coochie.
Why?
Because two flaps and fillings inside. I don't know. I didn't start using it. People did. I don't even use
The fact that
emojis.
you know.
I know because I'm on the internet.
So am I.
No, I am
Which
addict.
side of internet are you on?
The dark side.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, so there are 5 love languages, right? And they say that you have a love language. First of all, my theory is that you don't have a love language. Like, it's too limiting. I think people express love in a combination. What do you think? What's your if someone had to ask you what's your love language, what would your answer be?
I don't know.
Your answer would be I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. But still, which one resonates with you the most? Let's say you made tacos and I said your tacos are delicious. How would that make you feel?
Great.
Okay. And what if I came to you and was like, I made you tacos? Would that make you feel better or just as good?
I don't like tacos.
Oh, wow. Let's ignore tacos from the conversation. What if it was something else? Like, what do you like? What if like I made you kittens?
To eat, yes.
No, not to eat.
Why were you birthing kittens?
Because you knocked me up.
Am I a cat?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Am I Juno's sister?
No.
Mother?
Future mother. Stepmother.
Why are we talking about that?
Yeah, why are we
Wait,
talking
where
about
is
mothership? Let's not. Anyways, so replace taco with something you
Yes,
like.
from-
So, like momos, right? So I say, I made you momos. Would that make you feel good? Would that make you feel better or just as good as me
Better.
complimenting you? Better.
Yes.
Okay.
I
So,
get to
acts
eat
of
it.
service greater than words of affirmation. That's what we've established. That.
No, I don't think so. That's how it works.
Okay, fine. So let's give another example for words of affirmation. What if I came to you and complimented you about
No,
something that
wait.
you put effort in?
But that makes me feel. I thought love language would be like I do something. That is my love language.
No, love language is about how you like receiving love.
What?
Not
I
about
thought it
how
was.
you like.
So
matlab,
my whole.
I think there's two kinds of love languages. Like everyone has two. One is how you like expressing it. But when you say my love language is this, it's about how you like receiving.
Wow, I
love.
always thought when somebody said this is my love language, it meant like this is what they do to express their love.
No.
My whole life till now was a lie.
Yeah.
So you're telling me from the time I knew about love languages, it was all ulta.
Hmm.
Then
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, so see, like someone has tweeted, my love language is all of them. Get me a gift while you're running errands from me, and then come home and rub my head for an hour while complimenting me the entire time, and then do it again every day forever.
that is too much.
There's a horrible person, whoever this
don't-
person is.
I think no, I think they're just thinking they would like it. They wouldn't. After a
Yeah,
point, they would get tired.
it'll become not just tiring. I think it'll become overwhelming.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, very overwhelming
It will
actually.
not be nice anymore.
Yeah.
You would not appreciate it as much.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so we've established that, right? So acts of service greater than words of affirmation for you. Like if I do something or make something for you, it'll make you feel better than just complimenting you about something. Okay, we've established that. Let's move to next one. What if I make you momos? That's one. And the other one is I buy you the laptop you wanted. What would make you feel better?
That you made me momo or bought me a laptop.
A laptop is too expensive actually. I think
Yeah,
to-
that's a huge difference.
just change the stakes to another level. Okay, let's say something simpler on the same scale. Like bought you a cheesecake.
Okay.
No, cheesecake is too small a gift. I don't know. I think the levels to this is a bit complicated. No, so yeah, no. Let's think of a gift, a different
Instead
gift.
of making a momo, you bought me a momo.
No, but that is
That is still okay.
making momo is obviously going to be better for everyone because it's the same thing, but also you have effort into it.
No, but
So-
what if the momo was not as good, taste wise? I'm not saying it
Oh.
won't be. I'm
I
saying
mean, it definitely won't be. I don't know how to make momos.
you tried. You
Yeah.
wanted to. If you see it that way, you tried. You wanted to just make momos.
Mm.
And you're like, oh, I want to do something nice. I will make it instead of buying it. So there'll be effort put into it instead of just buying it. So that way, which one would I like?
Yeah.
You're asking if you.
No. So okay, let's put a gift to it. I think real examples will actually help both of us understand this. So let's say it's a watch. Okay, I buy you a watch, like not a very super expensive watch, like a normal watch, but a watch. Versus I prepare. I took the time to learn how to make momos and make it, and make it for you after you've come home very tired, whatever, right? So out of these two situations, which one would make you feel better?
I mean, both would make me feel better. But
I know it, both are good.
yes, but then obviously, if you have put in effort, made something by yourself, that is, I think, more of something that I would feel is a greater gift for me.
Okay, makes sense. So acts of service greater than receiving gifts. Okay, but compare this to giving you compliments versus buying you a watch.
Oh wow. That is a huge difference.
Yes.
But then, I don't know.
Okay, but your top one right now is acts of service.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay. Next is so that Momo thing. Other is I plan an entire day out as a good like date for you with like we're going to the arcade, the bookstore, having desserts, having dinner, etc. Like a full day out. We are having fun, and I took the effort to plan everything. Just picked you up and said we will do these things. Okay. Between this and the Momo making thing at home, what would make you feel better?
I don't know. This is such a the difference is too much.
Yeah, that's okay, but still.
Yeah, but it's unfair, I think.
Okay.
In a sense, like one is you prepare a whole day out, and one is I mean.
Okay, what
it's
if
fine.
okay, it's not a whole day out, but I have put an effort to create like movie night for us where I wrapped up work early. I found a movie for us to watch. Made popcorn, set everything up, made sure you didn't have anything else, any work pending, and then we were like, we'll sit down and just watch movies and cuddle and have fun. Which would make you feel better?
I think the movie one.
Okay, because so quality time better than acts of service. Okay, next is I say let's fuck. Versus movie night.
It's definitely the movie night if you say it like that.
Yeah, but I think in general you would say that
I think
yours is
no. The
quality
thing
time
is,
itself.
movie night will end up in fun.
Yeah.
I don't think it just be like
Yeah,
cuddle
you're
your
like
soul.
हाँ हो गया movie. तब
Bye.
discuss करते movie कैसा था.
Yeah. The movie is like, oh, the movie is going on.
Yeah.
There's something else going on. That's it.
There's a serial killer in the background.
Yes.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, so the point was.
The point was, I think quality time would be a big one. But that's the thing. Why is it so ambiguous? It's so ambiguous because I think people express and like love being expressed in all
Multiple
these
ways. Yes.
in different, you can't just do one thing forever.
Imagine continuously just
Yeah,
being.
just be like,
You are so pretty. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. You're so pretty. And then jhaapad maar dena ek.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure a lot of toxic relationships.
Yeah,
like
I'm
that.
pretty sure they are like that.
Oof.
I think I know of people who when they're around you, they're very lovey-dovey, right? And then you meet any of them alone, they bitch about their partner, they or they complain about that they are abusive or they do this, etc. I know of people like that.
That is not nice.
Of course, it's not nice, which is why I'm saying it's not nice.
No, I had to say that
Yeah.
for
No,
people
but
to
yeah.
know.
Yeah, but it's not nice. It is absolutely not nice. Do not do that, folks. Please. Please do not. Why do I keep looking at myself?
I am also
Hello.
looking at the monitor.
Say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
Last time also you were like, I.
No.
Yes.
This time my first hello was better.
This time your first hello was better. But this one will be like,
Hello.
anyway, so we have established love languages are garbage.
Sure.
And I think, and it's also very ambiguous because, see, think about this, right? Acts of service. You're doing something for someone, right? And then giving gifts, but your act of service could be giving a gift
Yeah.
because it might, like for example, if your partner doesn't make a lot of money and they literally took a part-time job to be able to buy you something you liked, is that a gift or is that act of service? Because they literally became a servant to someone to be able to do that for you, right? It's very ambiguous. And like quality time and physical touch, sex is quality time only.
Yeah, it's not like a service.
Yes, exactly. And sometimes it is an act of service.
Yeah,
Yes,
it could be.
you could be into that. I don't know. You could be like, here's a collar. And like,
I think, what if we do a role play?
Yeah.
You come as a whore. I will call you. You come at my doorstep.
oh my god,
Role play.
that is not good.
Yeah,
No.
that is not.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine if we are about to do it and then I'm like, let me hold you like a taco.
Let me fold you like
Let me
one.
fold you like. That's a good line actually. Let me fold you and stuff you.
Oh no. No, please don't try that.
Yeah, I will not say that. I'll try it, but not say it.
I'm like, are you trying to fold me like a taco?
Yeah. And then I put a bell on you and just be like, Taco Bell.
That was
Sorry.
so
That was
bad.
so bad. That thank God I'm not on stage. Jo roasting hota mera bhai. Anyways. Okay. But we should talk about another one which sort of comes sort of similar to this. Is love language exclusive to like, romantic relationships?
No, because you have love between your friends. Obviously,
Yes.
it won't be a romantic kind, but
Mhm.
it is still love.
Yeah.
So, like, there would obviously some aspect of those love languages wouldn't be there, like the sexual bits.
Yeah, no, but the love language says physical touch. It does not say sexual.
Yeah, but then if you hug,
Yeah.
that's physical touch.
Exactly. That and it's acceptable, obviously.
Yeah, for
Not
your
just
friends.
acceptable. You should hug your friends.
Your
Please
friends.
hug your friends. Your friends
Yeah.
are lonely.
If you hold your friend's hand, that is fine.
Yeah, but also if you hold your friends' hands and keep walking, that's a bit. I don't know.
Oh, I hold my friend's hand.
No, that's it. It's I think it's different. I think women express friendship with each other in a different way than men do.
Okay.
Like, Tridha is my closest friend. I would not walk the street holding her hand. I just won't. Nope. I'd be repulsed by it. I'd be like, ew, please clean my
The-
hand. Sanitizer, where is it?
That is too much.
Yeah, so I
I
wouldn't.
meant the sanitizer, and that is too much.
I'm that is how it is. I wouldn't. And I think sometimes sometimes she gets repulsed by hugging me also. So it's pretty normal, I think. I think that's how it is.
I hope it's not that you're stinking or
No, it's not. No, what?
they hug you like, oh, thank you.
They were like,
हेलो कर लेते हैं भाई अभी
no. नाक बंद हो गया मेरा. No, it's not that. I think it's just different for guys. I don't know. Like, I mean, I am a very touchy-feely person in general. Like, I love hugs, but I wouldn't hold hands with. Yeah, I would hug them, and if they're going through something, I would hug them for a long time also. But normally, I would not do a lot of physical touchy-moochy with my friends. But maybe that's just me, right? Maybe that's how I think of things. But I think between women it's very different because I've noticed it. They are more they are much.
physically affectionate to their friends as well.
Yeah.
But
And I
it
think
is-
it's a lot of, I think it's also societal, what is acceptable, what is
Yeah.
not.
Also, the thing is, this, okay, me and my friends in college we were very, not very, we were physically affectionate, as in like, we would sit holding hands in class, and we would, for some, I have this one friend who will just like, कान में ऐसे करते रहेगी class में massage करते रहेगी. She like massage you during the class, and it's not at all sexual. It's
Yeah.
like, as she just likes it. She
Yeah.
just likes holding hand. Like there's a physical touch to it.
Yeah.
So now we have always been close. So we will hug each other. We would hug each other for a very long time, leaving, going, hug karna hai, hug karenge, bas.
Yeah.
So, but there were some people who would think of us as a group who would do sexual activities together.
Oh no.
Somebody had told my friend, and she was like, "What? Why do you think that? Like, you guys are so close. You guys are always together. You guys are always holding hands." And I'm like, "No.
So what?
We have not done."
And
any
when was
of that.
this? Like what?
I think third year, when we got to know people thought of it
Okay.
like that. It was very weird.
I think in college people are also very. I think in college I've noticed it's the environment is very sexual.
Maybe, but we were like, we didn't look like we were.
Yeah, like
I mean, no. One time, we were kicked out of. Not me. So my friend and I, Shrijaya and I, we were sitting together. We were not even holding hands. We were. I was giving her notes below the table. I was like, "Ye le lo apna. Just take your notes." And there was this one teacher whom we did not like. She was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm just handing her the notes." It's like, and she only picked out Trijoy to leave the class, not me. She's like, "You go, leave."
she had something against.
Yeah, most probably. She hated her. Anyway.
Yeah, these teachers are so fucking weird, dude. I will never understand how a middle-aged man or woman or an old man or woman will look at some kid and just be like, "I have a vendetta
Yeah.
against you. I want to ruin your life." It's ridiculous.
Like, this person is a child.
Yeah, it's like, but your children are probably older. Most definitely in some cases. Like there are some some
Yes.
teachers who are like in their 60s. I don't get it. I think they look at children and they are reminded of things that they
Couldn't
didn't
do, yeah.
or weren't allowed to do and things like that, and just innate hatred starts.
Yeah, so my
towards
friend
them.
had this theory that maybe that teacher had something for me, because she would never like my friend sitting beside me or us talking. If we were talking, she would
A
always
male teacher or
target-
female teacher?
Yeah, female teacher.
It's fucked up. Very much.
Yeah, but we don't know. That's a theory. Just a game theory.
Yeah, and the theory is like, I accept it. I take it on face value. It's truth. It is truth. That teacher was creepy bitch. I accept.
I mean, yeah, she is.
that reminds me of this girl I knew from college, who, not to name names, I'll tell you name later. But I was dating this girl for 1 week, and 1 week dating we had, and in that 1 week she would not let me like. The best friend of that girl would not let me sit with her alone, would not let me hang out with her alone. She would always be like, why are you guys going alone? Can I also come? Why are you guys sitting alone? Don't touch my friend, no? And I'd be like, bro, 1 week only, but it's but shouldn't what? So I think
She
I think
she was a cock blocker.
no, our theory was that either she wants her or wants me. Or both together. I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe, could be.
But yeah, very, very creepies. Yeah. Any hostels.
Yeah, we went somewhere else.
Yeah, we went somewhere else.
We were talking about.
We love languages and platonic friendships. But
Okay.
let's talk about platonic sort of friendships in general. Do you think? Okay, this is a good question. Do you think people in romantic relationships, exclusive relationships, can have friendships with their with the sort of opposite gender?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I think you would probably be able to answer this best, because I think saying that someone cannot be friends with their opposite sex is innately biphobic,
Yeah.
because you're basically saying bi people cannot have friends
Yes.
altogether.
Don't make friends. Why would you have
you
friends?
you are bi. How are you friends? What friendship you do? You liar. You sexual person. You can't have friendship. What? That is them, not me.
Yes. Those
No,
people sound exactly like that.
yeah, but also I think there's another element to it, which is that I believe that men are probably not. I don't think men are taught how to be friends with women, probably, or they don't understand, especially men who have been in like boys hostels, colleges, etc., or schools. They probably don't have the understanding needed to be friends with women, and which is why so many men say that they are in the friend zone, which I think friend zone is not even a thing. Friend zone is not a thing if you value your friends.
Yeah.
If you are seeking friends, then there is nothing called friend zone. Friend zone is only only a thing if you think friendship is a buffer to get to a relationship,
True.
which it shouldn't be. Friendship should be completely separate. I think you should not. I don't think that those relationships that transition from friendships to relationships are the best. I don't know. I don't have a real opinion on this. I've not thought this through. But the idea being that I don't think men are taught properly to how to be friends with women, and they don't understand it, which is why as a which is why I think some women are concerned that their guy friends have female friends, because, and I think, as a any human being, you can tell whether they are just friends or whether there's something going on
Yeah,
behind.
you would
It could,
definitely know.
yeah, body language, the way you
Yeah.
talk to them, the way they behave in front of you, whether they try to include your partner in the mix or
Yeah.
not, because often what happens, they're like, oh, you're bringing your girlfriend with you, why are you doing that, can we not just meet? That'd be
That
like,
is suspicious.
yeah, that is sus, don't do that. I mean, it's okay to meet by yourselves, there's nothing wrong
Yeah,
with it,
but
but
then not
if
at
you
all
are
including
yeah,
your.
if you are going out of your way to be like, oh, don't make sure the partners are not included, that's a bit of a problem.
Yes.
So yeah, I think there is nothing inherently wrong with platonic friendships. There shouldn't be. But as any human being, you would be able to tell if there's something wrong. What are some signs that you would look for? Uh,
That the person is. There is something more than platonic friendship.
Like they are not just friends. There's something going on.
I mean, one would be they don't include you ever in their friend group. Like, they never invite you by
Yeah.
themselves. Or
Yeah.
if you want them to, like, if you want their friends to be there, they find either excuses or they're like, no, let's just be us, because that would
Yeah.
be weird. Like, I'm not saying you need to hang out with your partner's friends all the time, but sometimes, I mean, you should know each other's friends.
Yeah.
So that. What else? Maybe bad mouthing about your partner, but how would you know that?
What are some signs that you would see? I think a couple of things would be that yeah, what would be? I don't have much experience with these kind of people.
Yeah, neither do I, because I don't know.
But also, okay, some things is if you express concerns, right? They are dismissive,
Yes.
right? Because like if you say that, if you're it takes courage to be able to be vulnerable and say it in the first place. So if you open up and say that, I think there's and I can be totally wrong, but I think there's something going on, right? It would just make me feel much more comfortable if we just hung out together as a group,
Yes.
right? And they said, no, you're just being
thinking too
silly,
much.
you're thinking too much, you don't need to do this. If they're dismissive of your feelings, there's a problem. I
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot to hang out, or if it's like this person is particularly hanging out with one friend, and it's and doing stuff that at least you are aware of, that you would know that it is maybe a bit more
Yeah.
uh like you would do with your partner, and you would be concerned, maybe
Yeah.
those things.
Another thing I read online somewhere, which could also be a sign, is if they are doing things with that person that you wanted to do and they said no to,
True.
that'd be fucked up.
Yes.
Imagine if you imagine if someone was to ask their partner, I want to go watch this movie, and then they say, no, I don't want to watch it, and then next week they're watching that movie with their friend. They'll be like, that is sus. That is sus, bro. That is sus.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, it's a bit
No.
of a problem.
Why? Suddenly, why do you want to
Yeah,
watch
exactly. Like, you told me you hate arcade games, so why are you playing air hockey with them?
it? Like, no.
Yeah, I hate arcade
actually,
with you, which
Yeah.
translates to I hate you actually.
no, actually, you don't know. I am very competitive,
Yeah,
and you would
it
not
is-
like to see that side
Yeah,
of me.
exactly.
And
I
my
don't want to
friend,
unleash the beast. The boil.
I'm just here to have fun.
Yeah. But also another what could be some other things. Okay, so you know Swagata Sanyal.
Don't use names.
Why not? She is a public persona. Yeah, she has like fucking some 700,000 followers or something. I don't know.
100,000.
100,000. तेको याद क्यों है? तू उसको stalk करती है रोज?
No, I've seen 100,000. तब मैंने follow किया.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
I don't
god, what if she
remember.
removes me? No, please don't.
No, but
As if she will see this.
Yeah, no one is seeing. So she uploaded a story. She uploaded stories with her quote unquote friends, where she has basically said, "I'm meeting my friend after a very long time," and then they're in a hotel, okay, and in the background thrown clothes, okay, and they have taken a picture together in the mirror in underwear.
They were just feeling too hot.
Yeah.
It was very hot.
That was pretty creepy.
No, it was just that their AC wasn't working and it was too hot.
Yeah.
And they were like, why bother the people working? Why contact them and be like, the AC isn't working? We can just strip our clothes and
Yeah,
then take a
just to
picture.
not inconvenience people.
No, we
Yeah.
are nice people.
Yeah, you sound like one of those girlfriends who are like, no, my partner, no, he just slipped, accidentally put his penis inside her vagina.
That Australian ad. My husband was in an accident. He slipped and fell inside his co-worker's vagina. He's been stuck there.
Yeah, you sound like those naive ones. Yeah, I just got a hickey on him. I never did it, but he must have fell onto his neck. Let me just choke him to death. Yeah, that is just not good. Our entire story is messed up, but we'll get into that some other day. Yeah. What else? Oh, okay. We have the okay. This is interesting. The man or the beer question. Beer, sorry, bear. Beer. The man or the beer? I choose beer. Let's get drunk. And then man came with beer only, so I chose man. Then
Damn.
I had 4
This
beers,
is-
then I chose man.
This is why you don't choose the man, because this. It's not the assault or anything.
Yeah.
It's just you'll have to deal with this.
Yeah. Yes.
With the
It's
man.
just lame jokes.
Yes.
Yeah. No, but what would you choose?
The bear. Obviously. No thought. Just the bear. Like you see, the thing is,
Yeah.
there is only one bear
Mm-hmm.
in the forest, so you might encounter, might not. Same with the man.
Mm.
But the risks of the man then assaulting you, and then even if you survive, you living with that assault, and either people will believe you, or mostly people don't believe you. So they will not believe you, and if you live with it. But with the bear, if you get mauled, you die, you're dead, nothing.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
But even if you survive, they will believe. Like, the main factor is believe that if a bear does it, they will believe that, okay, you were attacked by a bear.
Yeah.
And the general notion of the society is that, like, normally you are not believed. I mean, not just women, but like anyone who has been sexually abused, they are not believed.
I think it is great to make the point it's trying to make.
Yeah, obviously, it's just that.
Yeah, but it's not logical. Like, logically, it's the wrong choice.
Yeah, but then it's the
Yeah,
fear.
but it makes the choice. But it makes the point
Yeah.
that is need to be making, and that should be like on record. I want to say this that it makes the right point, and it raised the right awareness also. But keeping that aside, let's
look
now
look at him trying to
no.
this
No,
guy suddenly
let's now logically analyze it. Okay, see, with a bear, if you said that it's in the forest, you may or may not encounter, right, in both scenarios, right? So in the bear, let's say in the case you don't encounter either, then there's no risk in either. But if you do encounter the bear, right, the bear is most likely hungry because it's alone in the forest. Okay, so it's hungry. Okay.
No, I mean, yes, but do bears attack? Are bear attacks due to hunger? So now
Yes.
there are different types of bears, right?
Huh.
Like
Huh,
there are
that's
black
a good.
bears.
Which bear is
Again, bear.
it? Sorry.
I would prefer the beer. Just a bonk on the head. Beer, what?
No, but which bear is it? So black bear, brown bear, grizzly bear,
Grizzly
polar
bear is brown bear.
No, brown bear is different from grizzly bear. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Isn't grizzly bear the brown bears?
No.
If it's
Am I
brown,
wrong? Am
see,
I
if
not?
it's-
Did I not listen to enough Joe Rogan?
if it's black, you then scream.
Types of. If it's a black bear, then you choose the bear all the time because you will survive.
Yeah, you
for
just
sure.
scream
Yeah.
and you stand tall. They will run away
Yeah,
from you.
they will. Black bear, it's a
With
obviously.
grizzly bear, you have to act dead.
yeah. Brown bear is different from grizzly.
Which
bear.
one is the
So
brown
bear, grizzly bear.
What the hell? I thought both were same. Damn.
Let's
So-
look at this.
Grizzly bear is the scary one.
Yeah, grizzly bear is.
And
if
polar
you're
bear is the
choosing
worst.
if you're choosing a grizzly bear over a man, you are not thinking of it logically. Because a grizzly bear will
Yes, you will
hunt
die.
and kill you.
You will
right?
die.
It's guaranteed, and it's
you will
harder,
not die
It's harder to trick a grizzly bear than it is to
Yeah,
trick a man.
and you will not
You
die
can trick a man and
into-
escape, even if they have fuck all intentions to kill you or eat you or assault
yeah, but
you or
then the
whatever.
whole point is, it's not that it will not be painful. It will still be painful, but it will be the humiliation factor. Like, even if you survive.
Yeah, no. So the point we agreed that
Yes.
it makes sense totally, right? But now I'm trying to analyze it logically, right? Like the
This is what
Because-
men try to do.
no, just think about
This
it.
is
no, no,
This is
just
what
think
men
about
try
it.
to do. Like, yeah, let's put logic and see that how flawed it is. That was not the point this whole time.
Yeah, the point we agreed.
Fine.
that
If
it just-
anyone,
it makes sense.
regardless of who that man or woman is,
Yeah, because the thing is, with a man, right? There is not 100% guarantee that man will torture, kill, or maim you, or assault you, or whatever. That's not 100% guarantee. But with a grizzly bear, it's 100%
yeah,
certainty
but then you
that they
still
will.
know that the intention of
The fear is
grizzly-
there.
No, not just the fear. The fear will be there regardless.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you know the intention. The thing is knowing of the intention.
Oh, so they could emotionally sort of say that, oh, I'm here to help, and
Yeah,
then
like the Little Red Riding Hood situation. Like,
yeah.
the grizzly
The
bear
Little
is.
Red Riding Hood story itself is very fuck all.
Yeah, but
Like
then,
it is created in such a, like, I think it sends out the wrong message.
anyway, we're going in the wrong direction.
We are going the wrong direction.
But
yes.
like, that the bear will do it because that's its natural instinct, and that it will try to do either to protect its territory. So like, mama bears will, if they have cubs, they will do it. Not always will they attack, but if they have cubs, they are very ferocious. Different types of bears
Okay,
have.
grizzly is the same as brown bear. Just
I was gaslit into thinking that they were different.
So the different one is-
I believed it.
the different one is grizzly polar bear. There's a different grizzly polar bear hybrid.
See, don't believe Joe Rogan.
Huh.
Maybe.
No, Joe Rogan, I think, knows.
He is a bear.
He is a bear. No.
Anywho, the
But
thing
yeah, the
is,
political point is obviously correct.
not just political point. Yes, obviously. I mean, the thing is, nobody would want to be with a bear as well. Like,
Yeah.
but you still know the intention. So, like, if a man comes across, like in a hitchhiking situation, if you see that there's a man in a truck who stops and you're a female, you will be scared to get up on that car or a truck or whatever. But if it's a female, it's still scary because she might still have wrong intention. But there's this thing like men and women statistically
Of
who
course.
has killed more.
Of course.
Yeah, so that.
So that is there, of course.
Yeah, there's this intention that whose intention is
Yeah.
wrong.
The point of the question is not which is the actually the right answer. The point is, why are women saying
Yeah.
that they would choose a bear? That's the point, which we all aligned on already. I obviously understand that. But if we remove the political point from it, then you should probably choose the man, because there's the fear aspect of it is why you're choosing it. That's more because we do not encounter threats from bears in our real life, but we do from men, right? So we sort of just psychologically, I think we understand the fear of men more than we do a bear. I have never even seen a bear. I've never even seen a bear, right? So I don't even know size-wise, if a grizzly were in front of me, how would I react or feel? But I have walked at night, right, alone on the road, and I know how I would react if I saw like a strange man on the road.
And you are a man.
But I still get scared. No, it's not the terror aspect is not just for women. It's more for women, but I have also been assaulted by men and women both. Right?
Oh, yes.
So, like that day itself in the mall, that woman tried to grope my ass. I tried to forget it immediately, but it did happen. So, yeah. Yeah. There is no right response. See, the thing is, the world has a lot of fucked up people, right? But I think what I keep trying to tell myself is that there are more good people than bad people. But as a woman, I don't think that is good enough. Because as a woman, even if 10% of the people are bad, you still have to worry about that 10% 100% of the time. And that is the real message behind this question, I think.
Also, the fact that how could men make it more comfortable for women to just exist?
Yeah,
Like doing very minimal, small things,
obviously.
maybe.
Yeah, but also there are some very fucked up woke men out there, which who I think are just as much of a threat to women. Like, because I feel like there are a lot of men who use this sort of wokeism as a disguise to essentially show that I am not harmful, and then use that to harm you. Right? Like during the Me Too movement that came in, so many male feminist activists from our college were outed as molesters and serial rapists, raping 17, 16-year-old women under the guise of having feminist discussions with them,
Oh my god.
right?
Oh yeah, from this. Remember I told you about that photographer,
Yeah. Yes.
that guy. I went and I looked through all his stories and photos and everything. And I did see, like, he talks to people who are girls who are underage, so like 15, 16, asking them to do a photo shoot.
Yeah.
And like, oh, we'll hang out, we will do it in a hotel.
Yeah.
And he's always like, I'm always single because I like to be single, and I like these relationships where I get to, I don't know what that person was saying, but it was like, I get to be close with the person whom I am like whom the art is whatever, like whom he's clicking pictures of. He's like, because that's how art is created.
Yeah.
I was like,
No.
no.
These are, that's what I want to say. I think as a society we need to be very wary of these creatures,
Yeah, I just think how
because
scary it is,
because they are not just assholes or dicks or violent. They are manipulative on top of that.
yeah.
That is worse, right? And that's the problem. But there, I know so many such accounts. I can, as a, I don't know, you could call it some sort of sixth sense or whatever, but because I have been around all kinds of men, right, I think I can tell when someone has like a fuck all intention, right? It's like you could,
I think also because you're a man, you would know it better.
yeah, I would probably know what things they are doing, because they are designed to trick women, right? So there are so I would say, if you meet a man and they are like overtly feminist, right, not just not just saying that, yeah, agreeing to all of these things, but like going out of the way and being like, I hate men are horrible, I am a feminist, you should trust me, I am the trusted man, right? They will not say this outright. They will not say that I am trustable, I am the man you can trust, but they will say, by virtue of them saying I hate men are horrible, men are so fucked up, they are excluding themselves from the conversation, right? And they are trying to convey that men are horrible, but you can trust me, I am a good man, right? They are the biggest red flags. Stay and run away from those kind of people. I've learned that, because in almost all likelihood they have raped or molested someone in the past, and this is a cover. That's what I feel. Yeah, because that's what happened in the Me Too movement. I was so surprised, because these men came out, but they were supposed to be like the biggest allies, and the women said that they were afraid to oust him because they had so much female support,
Oh, okay.
right? A lot of women are followers of them and like praise them because they've never personally interacted with them, only seen the social media side of it. In social media, it's very easy to craft whatever persona you want to craft. Like, you don't have to it doesn't take much effort, right, to hide things in social media. And if someone only knows them through social media, they only know the posts, they don't know real life interactions. And the real life interaction people, imagine being a 17-year-old who was molested by one of these popular feminist influencers, male feminist influencer, right, who gets like thousands of comments in support every time they make a post. You would be scared to make a post about them, because you'd be like, okay, who the fuck is gonna believe me anyway? Because all the women are supporting him right now, right? So yeah, that's, where were we? How did we end up here? I have no idea.
From the grizzly bear thing.
Yeah, but yeah, that, so I think that makes sense. But also, I think we saw this many posts that then said, okay, would what was the
The
other question that men
opposite thing
created?
was asking men if whom would you tell your feelings to, a tree or a woman?
Yeah.
So the thing, it it was very weird because I get it in a way. Like a lot of men said that they would prefer to tell their feelings to a tree and cry in front of a tree,
Yeah.
which was, I think, twisted by saying that women don't absolutely understand, like not just women but like their partners will never understand who they like what their feelings are, but in not in terms of like they wouldn't understand, but like it's better to tell it to a tree. But you are not really considering that that's a very big problem of men's, and mental health is never considered.
Yeah.
And yes, there are women who also contribute to this by not understanding men's health and being dismissive about it. So when you're vulnerable to them, they are like, you are a man, you shouldn't, like, why am I listening to it, you shouldn't talk about it. And and then like basically comparing the man and the bear with this, they are
Yeah.
two different things.
That is what my problem was with it as well.
It's not the same, as in one has a physical,
It's trying to make two completely different
yeah,
points.
and
They should
you're
not be
very
treated
valid.
they should not be treated as opposites.
Yeah, like
It's not like a counter question.
exactly, it was treated as like the counter to it is the man,
Yeah.
the tree and the woman.
It is not a counter question.
Like it is a valid thing that if men are having problems talking about their feelings to their even their female friends or their partners, it is still something that needs to be worked on, like systematically and even in a personal level. Like
Yeah.
friends should be more open to talk about it, which is not done,
Yeah.
which is very rare in terms of male friendship. Like not just men friends with being men friends, men being friends with men, but also men being friends with other people, like women or
Yeah.
other people. Yeah. So yeah, and that was very weird. I was like, why? It is.
Yeah, exactly. It is not an opposite. Although it does make a good point.
Yeah, it
Where
does.
the
It does
truth-
make a very good point.
Where like it's a problem wherein why do men feel more comfortable talking to a tree than to a real human being with real human emotions? Because men's emotions are not valuable. That's just the truth in the world. No one cares, right? And every time this is spoken of, even if if it's there's a problem with both sides. I think the internet is just trying to divide us to fight against each other, wherein when we have a conversation about women with the man or bear question, we come up with a counter, right? We're like, what about this? And when we talk about men's mental health separately, then they are like, okay, what about women's abuse? They are two separate things and can be dealt together at the same time. It is not a competition, right? That is the first thing. And also the problem is the moment men open up, they are dismissed, right? Like I read about this. Most men say that the women in their lives are harder on them than the men in their lives, right? Because often you will hear about how men hold women to unreasonable standards, right, in the world, but the same goes in the opposite direction, right? But it's not spoken of much because the thing is, men's mental health just has not good enough branding, basically. Like a lot of people have spoken of women's issues, so it has good marketing. Like, because in the end, the internet is a pure marketing game. What issue can you promote more? Which is why NGOs need funding so they can do brand awareness. Which is why PETA runs ads, right? Because that's how the internet is, right? Now there is not much buy-in on the men's mental health situation. My real life incidents are like that. If I told you that there was this person was leaving to a different country. I had opened up, been vulnerable and cried in front of them that I was sad about them leaving, and they went behind my back and then told other people that look at this bitch, he was crying about me leaving. And so now I just won't do that, right? That's how it is, and that's the reality. Like even if men opened up to even trees, the world would be a better place. But even that is not allowed. Even that is not good enough. Because the moment you start saying or even acknowledging that there is a mental health problem of your own, what would happen? There'd be no motivation left in your own body to do the things you're expected to do. Like my life can get very tough at any point of time because of too many things or whatever, but my entire family is dependent on me to survive and to run, right? I cannot break down at that point of time, because even if I took a break for 2 days, this world would collapse. That's the sort of burden that you have, right? And that is too much as a burden to have for anyone, right? But we've just made it okay for men to have that burden and not think about it. It's just okay for you to just ignore what you want in favor of what the larger good is in the household or in the family or whatever. Like that's just the reality, and that is not good.
But then, like, I mean, obviously it wouldn't make it better. Why do you think that opening up would even not help you out? Like, why would it disrupt? You don't have to take a
No,
2-day break.
that's what I'm saying. So who do you open up to, right? Let's take a normal man's life, right? Okay, let's say a regular man, married, has a wife, a mother, a daughter, a father, and some friends. Okay, that's his family. First of all, women, when they go into their middle aged, they often have friends. Men often don't. Men often do not have friends in their life, because women build more friendships throughout their life. Men don't as much. When they get into a relationship or they get married, etc., they sort of start catering their whole world towards that, which is also its own problem with its own probable solutions. But yeah, so who will this man open up to? Let's say mother. You open up to mother, mother says be a man. Okay, so you can't open up to mother, right? You and also, like, it's set up in a way that your mother should not see you as weak, right? But the most likelihood of opening up is to mother. Still, let's take the wife. Okay, you open up to the wife. The wife is like, I'm married to a weak ass man. I don't want to be with this person, right? Like the wife probably puts the man on a pedestal, that he has to be the rock in the house to manage our emotions instead of the other way around. This is not like, we are not like that, right? But a lot of households are like this, right? A lot of actual men's lives are like this, right? Like women in these relationships, often there's so many stories of this, where they will listen to your story, right? And they'll even console and offer you support, right? But the moment shit goes down, something goes wrong, they will use that as a weapon, psychological weapon, against you. Like, it has happened to me. Like, there have been times where people have literally said things like, you couldn't even stop yourself from being raped. How are you even being able to tell me this? So women do this. A lot of women use psychological warfare, right, in these situations. And so men don't want to open up to their wives because they don't want to give ammunition for fights, right? Like, and I concede that not all women are like that. I don't not all men, not all women for everything, okay? But still, right? Now the daughter, you can't open up to your daughter. You want your daughter to see you as the superhero, right? Like, you are the rock of the house. And so who do you open up to? Your male friends. You can't do that either, because they will think of you as weak. And I think we are breaking the chain. I open up to my friends all the time, right?
So you think this is a bit of a generation? Do you think that this is more of a generational thing that
No,
will?
it's not a generational
Okay.
thing, because the reason I am dating you is because you're not like these women. It was an active pursuit of what I wanted in a partner. But that does not mean most women are not like you, right? You are a unique sort of woman. You are. That's why I'm dating you. It's not shut the fuck up. Okay. But I know of it's not a generational thing. There are women younger than me who don't want their people to open up, because they will say, if you ask them to their face, would you like your partner to be vulnerable to you, they'll say yes, of course, I want them to be vulnerable to me. But just look at how they react when people do open up and be vulnerable to them, right? They're like, you're crying, why are you crying, man up, all of these things, right? This is
So do you
reality.
feel, how do you feel would anyone combat it? Like, obviously there's no one way
It's an
solution.
acknowledgement. See, the thing is, step 1 is acknowledging there's a problem. Step 2 is figuring out how to fix it. For example, with women's issues, there is a consensus, at least in society, majorly, right? Matlab, obviously there'll be some tick heads, right, who will not acknowledge this problem. But I think there's a consensus through, and this didn't happen in one day, through years and decades of talking about this and fighting and activism, there is more or less a large consensus that there is a problem. Right? That is step 1. We've only reached step 1. And for women, I think we've also taken some steps to combat it. Some steps, right? I think in terms of awareness and how people behave. Step 1 is acknowledging there's a problem. When men's mental health is brought up, it's an ignored concept. It's like,
Do you
it's
also
not a
think,
problem.
like, it's also because opening up is seen more as a feminine trait, right? It is a very, women open up.
I don't
men
think
don't.
I don't think it's a gender
It's not,
thing. I don't think it's there is some element of it, but I think by and large it's more of a acknowledgement. Like, see, the thing is,
yeah, it
men
is.
will never accept
Yeah,
that
it
men's
is.
mental health is a problem.
No, I mean, like, in general, like, this world, society sees
Yeah.
as opening up or being emotional as a, or being vulnerable to be something that quote unquote women do. Like, women can cry, women are emotional, women open up to their friends and families or whatever.
Yeah.
Doing that as a man is weaker. Why? Because women do it, something that is more feminine. So it is seen as, if you acknowledge it, now you're acknowledging that men have this feminine trait. So it kind of brings down this whole facade of patriarchy, where men need to be strong, where being strong does not mean that you cannot open up. Opening up means that you're still strong. You're acknowledging that you have certain aspects that are hurting you, and acknowledging things that hurt you makes you stronger.
That's a good theory, but also I think it's more to do with, see, the thing is, every time men open up, it's not that men don't open up. That's a falsehood. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying they don't, but then
huh?
I'm seeing what it is
I
perceived
understand. I
as.
understand your point.
Why wouldn't it be? Why is it so demonized?
I understand your point. I am not saying but your point is more of, men do not want to open up because it's seen as a feminine trait.
No, it's not that they don't. Like, it's not that they know why they are not. It's not something that you know, that's why you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's what society sees as. A lot of things we do because society sees. We have learned it through our childhood. We have seen our parents do it. We see our peers do it. We see everybody around us do it. Because we have never seen our fathers cry. We have seen them rarely. So obviously we'll be like, oh, men should be like that. We don't see our fathers talk to our moms like, आज मेरा दिन बहुत खराब गया, आज ऐसा था. They won't. They will only talk about it. Maybe घर में कोई आया था, maybe they spill it out, that's it. But normally you won't. You will see your mom complain, like quote unquote complain, but that's how they are just opening up, talking about how things are going on. So we are learning what is feminine, what is masculine traits by our parents only. Because we know that what mom does is feminine things and what dad does is masculine traits. And we learn it in school. I mean, we are not learning as book padhne jaisa, so we are not learning. We are learning as if we learn these things, we internalize it slowly,
Yeah.
see those repetitive patterns everywhere. So we see that. And we are just copying everyone. The breaking the chain would be like from you. And also from, if the world, that what you said, acknowledging it, but what would you acknowledge? Just the fact that you need to acknowledge why is it being a problem. It is being a problem because there are also other aspects to it. Like, we need to understand that no, it is not a feminine trait, or it is not seen as weakness. Why is it weak? Why would it be weak? The answer would be because these things are not done by men. Why is it not done by men? Because it's seen as feminine.
I Makes sense, but I think it's much simpler than that as a step one. As a step one only, I'm saying, right?
Yeah, but who
As
would
a step
acknowledge
one,
it?
you don't even need to go into why or where should we be, etc. Step one should be men are dying because you don't let them speak. That's step one. Right now, if you go on the internet and you scroll through my FYP, there'll be so many reels which are targeted specifically that you are evil, you are what's wrong with the world, right? All while I am not able to talk about my emotions. I'm just saying, for men, I though always open up about things, but that took a lot of work for me to get there, right? But I can imagine being just a regular 17-year-old boy on the internet, and every other reel is targeted at me. You're wrong. Your feelings don't matter. You're what's causing all of the trauma in the world. You're wrong. You're evil. And I have not even stepped out into the world yet to be even able to cause damage, right? So it's almost like a collective punishment in that way, where every man's mental health is demonized as a consequence of some people causing a lot of trauma, right? That's one problem which the internet is causing by just sort of amplifying all of this. And the second is that we need to first acknowledge that yes, women, men, anyone in the world don't want to listen to men. That's step two. You just do these two things, I think change in behavior will happen automatically. We are Human beings are naturally empathetic, right? But to be empathetic, you need to acknowledge that there's a problem first, right? For me, if I don't acknowledge that women have a problem in the world, I cannot be empathetic towards them. But that does not mean I don't have empathy. I probably don't even acknowledge that. But the moment I acknowledge that, yeah, there's this problem, I'll be able to be empathetic towards that. And that is all we need. Just a kinder place. That's it. There doesn't need to be a dissection of what, there doesn't need to be someone to blame, or there doesn't need to be why it's happening, why it's not happening. There should just be a simple, yes, there is a problem. And the moment you acknowledge, your behavior automatically will change. Like if you acknowledge in your brain that there is a problem that men are not listened to, the next time a man opens up, you will not dismiss him, even if you were about to do it subconsciously before, because now it's in your brain that, oh, this happens. Because, like, for example, there was a point in my life where uh, I would sort of sneak up behind my female friends in general, but also my female friends, sort of tap them in the back, right? And then one day, I sort of understood that no, that's terrifying for them because they are thinking of it in a different manner. Some stranger who is just tapping their back. So now that I understand it, my behavior changes automatically. Not because I'm like, okay, now I'm thinking about it or whatever, but because I acknowledge this is a problem, my behavior automatically changes. Because I don't think women or men naturally want to harm each other in general, right? There is a lack of acknowledgement in the first place.
Yeah, but you're talking, which is again, it is important to have like a acknowledgement, but it is in a personal level. So, like, personally, everyone needs to acknowledge that this is an issue,
Yeah.
but there should also be an understanding, like, societally, right?
No, that's the thing. Society is what? It's a
Yeah,
collective of
but
human
then
beings.
it,
If individually each person is empathetic, The society is
Yeah, but then
empathetic.
it doesn't just work like that. If that would have been the case, everything would have been too simple. Like
The thing is, everything is simple.
it
We just
is,
refuse to accept it.
it is simple, but like not everybody will think like, okay, I just need to acknowledge it. Like systemic change is very much complex.
Yeah, that is true.
So you
Systemic
cannot
change is
just
important.
yeah,
Of
so you
course.
cannot just be like I mean, yes, obviously you have to bring it from personal level, but that
Yeah.
how do you invoke that in individuals? That should be there.
Yeah,
So like,
of course.
which is why when
Someone
women's
needs to go and
issues,
make systemic
yeah,
change
so
for
like
it to even
women's
be there in a
issues
personal
were
level.
because there were things like installed within, like, okay, education has to be there for women where you're also taught about women.
Yeah.
So if that's not done at a younger age, so that people at a younger age, if immediately at a younger age, if kids are told that yeah, you can share your issues, like yeah, boys can cry,
Yeah.
you think it'll be so much easier for generation. I'm not saying that doesn't mean that people now like us shouldn't think like, yes, but I'm saying both of them are important. Like both should be done
Yeah.
equally.
But I think systemic change, what
It
systemic
takes
change
a
do
long
we
time.
bring about here? See, I think one thing is we need to go away from how materialistic we are. Because the thing is, materialism puts pressure on men only. That's the borderline of the world.
How do you
The more materialistic our society gets, the worse we will do in men's mental health, right? Because look at the most materialistic places, right? Like if you look at India is not that materialistic yet, right? Compared to like America or whatever, right? In India, if you talk to women, a lot of women will what do they want? They want to work, they want to go out, they want to basically get what they didn't
yeah,
have
they have
for
like
the for the
independence.
for the longest time, right? They are not out here saying that I want a man in finance who makes
Six
six
five
six
blue
five
eyes.
blue eyes
Yeah.
with I don't know how much money, whatever. They are not saying all of this. There are women who say this also, right? But I don't think most women you will talk to will say this in India, right? In our bubbles, I don't think even the education factor has not reached in the rural regions, so we'll not go there. But if you go to more materialistic places, like you go to America, most women who are there are like this, or maybe it's just our perspective of what we are seeing. But I think the more materialistic women will get, and instead of, see, the thing is, to be happy in life, you do not need a giant diamond ring, you do not need a big limousine, you do not need 7 stories of a house. These are things that we have been fed as dreams, because if we don't have these dreams, we won't work 6 hours more than the other person.
It's
That's the
basically
real,
capitalism.
basically crony capitalism. I don't think capitalism by itself has a problem. Capitalism is a system that needs to be regulated by good governance, right?
But I
But when
don't
you
think so
don't,
it'll ever be regulated.
when you don't have good governance, it never reaches that point. There are places where it does work in this manner, where people are happy. We just need to not be materialistic. We just need to, I think, as individuals, we need to realize that what do you need as a woman. I would ask every woman, right? What do you need in an ideal man? What do you need an ideal man to be for you to be completely happy in your relationship? Obviously you need to be happy outside of it. It is not height, it is not the amount of money, it is not the how big the house is, etc. We just feel that way because we've been fed that garbage. And if you become too materialistic and you put that pressure on men that okay, if you want 6'5" finance, blue eyes, millionaire, whatever, right? That's like 0.001% of the world. So now every man feels that, oh, women do not want me, no one wants me. That itself causes another mental health crisis.
But then what about if a woman is materialistic but doesn't want a man?
then go at it, man. Your personal, your personal choices that do not impact anyone else doesn't matter, because I know if you're materialistic, you will be unhappy, regardless of whether you want to be single or by yourself or anyone. I don't think materialism causes happiness for anyone. It's all temporary. It's just dopamine hits from buying this car. Now you want
Obviously,
a bigger
it is.
car, right? So I don't care if you want to be single, do whatever. But I would say that you will not be happy if you are like that. But also, if you want to be if you want to be materialistic and you want it from a person, then you're worse, because you are now going to be unhappy yourself, and you're going to make other people unhappy as well for your selfish desires. Yeah, so materialism is fucked up. Don't follow Andrew Tate or these, I don't know what. Is there a female version of Andrew Tate who says,
That pearl person.
no, but the pearl person doesn't say that she wants finance and all that, no?
No,
If
she agrees with the
Yeah,
red
I'm
pill
saying the
thing.
opposite one, who is like, oh, I want this, men should be like this and all that. I'm sure there are, but I don't know their names. But don't be like them also. They're both extreme cases of men and women. Do not be like them. Fucked up people. Yeah.
That was so heavy.
Yeah. On that heavy note, let's wrap up this podcast. We will see each other in the next episode of Gin and Talking, which will be episode 3, because it will be the 3rd episode.
Yes, I think.
I think that's how numbers work.
Yes.
Thank you so much. See you. Bye.
Bye.